Hello everyone, and welcome to the second part of this tutorial of how to create this spaceship set. Now, as I told you, I want to create a fence over this top stage here, okay, which is supposed to be some kind of stage or something. I want you to uncheck the floor to hide it, okay, so we will have some space to continue modeling here, and maybe also just for now unreveal the wall also, and let's zoom into the grid and let's change the to 4 view, okay, by clicking here and put your mouse cursor over the top view and tap space, okay. Now zoom in so you will see those grid cubes, okay, and go over create. First make sure you're at polygon, go over create and EP curve tool, okay. Now I want you to do something like that. You will start to draw a line with this EP curve tool, okay. You place 1 point here, okay, and then 1 point here, and then the next one will be here, and see the space in between is here is 2 cubes, 1 cube, and therefore we will create another point over this and then over here, okay, and then we can tape on enter, so this will close this line. Now right click on top of it and choose control vertices, and we want to choose this vertex move tool, and we want to snap this vertex to be aligned with those lines, grid lines, okay. So at first let's put this vertex that way so it will create some kind of corner here, and then let's move all those one by one so they will be aligned with it, and then maybe this one over here like that, okay, and just move them and place them again to the same direction, so you will have something like that, okay. Now you do this with holding the X letter, okay. This is how you snap them, and you can see now they are all aligned to those grid lines as here. You can zoom and just accept this one, which is supposed to be in this kind of corner here, so it will create this angle, okay. Now tap F8 to bring it back to object mode, and here I want you to go over curves and create NURB circle, okay. Now you can do this with NURB circle, but you can do this also with polygons and create a polycylinder. So we will continue to do this by using the polygon cylinder, but either way it's your choice. You need to understand how you want to do this. So we'll switch back to 4 view and go to the perspective view and choose modify center pivot for this object so we can bring it here to the middle. Now if you right click and choose control vertices, I want to explain something. In each EP curve or CV curve you create, you have dots on top of it. Those are the vertices points, or how Maya calls them, vertices points, okay. And we have 3 kind of vertices points, okay, on each line that you create. There is the first dot we draw, okay, which is, it looks like an empty square, okay. I can't really zoom in too much to it, but try to look at this, okay, examine this. We have the U, okay, and we have filled squares. Now, what does this mean? Basically, this is the first vertices that we created, but the U is really the start of this line, okay? We actually did start to draw by this one, but the U1, okay, this is the start of the line, okay? This is the end, and this is the start, and those are like in between them, okay? So what we want to do, we want to create a polygon cylinder, okay? Bring a polygon cylinder into the scene, and we want to make it smaller like this. Now we will zoom in, and I want you to open the attribute editor for this polygon cylinder and switch to the polycylinder 1 tab, and here you can use maybe subdivision axis of 8 or something. Doesn't have to be that much, but I want you to get rid of the subdivision cap, okay? And then I want to explain another thing. We have this shape. Each shape you create in Maya, there is normals, okay? Normals are like the direction that these faces are pointing to. And basically normals are used for bump maps, so you will know in which direction you want the bump to appear, okay? Forward or backwards. It really depends on your what you're doing with the same object, okay? Like if I will take this object right now and I start manipulate it and shape it, in some cases the normals will change direction related to the direction of the face. Like if, for instance, I will take this face, okay, and extrude it, so now the normals of each face will point to the logical direction, okay, which in this face it will point here, this face it will went up, this to the side. And if I will do something like let's see, if I will right click okay, it's just for demonstration so you will understand what I'm talking about. If I will create those two, okay, and I will choose these two faces, okay, and extrude them, so these faces, the inner faces, now the now the normals are pointing up, okay. Now you can see normals easy just by display, NURBS, subdivision surfaces, and normals, okay. Now you can see the normals, okay. Normals are the green kind of peaking lines on top of each faces. So you can also go over the normal tab here, okay. You should be on the polygon menu, normals, and choose to set normal size, okay. We have a normal size, reverse, set to face, set vertex normal, no, okay, maybe it's here somewhere, display, yeah, here at polygon you have a display polygon, normals, size. You can determine how you will see those normals, okay. So these are the normals, this is how they look like, and this is the basic info of what they are doing. Now when we want to extrude a face, okay, just a simple face on top of a curve path, okay, you need to know where what is the normal direction on this face. So for instance, let's say I'm taking this face and extracting it, okay. I will extract it out of this shape, and tap F8 once or twice and modify the center pivot for it and bring it over here. Now I don't need this right now, okay, but I need only this, so delete the rest of this shape and bring this top face over here. Okay, now right click on the curve, choose control vertices while this is still selected, okay, and hold down the V, okay, and with your middle mouse wheel point this to this vertex point of the curve. Okay, as I told you, this is the start point. Now you need to rotate this face so the normal will face the end vertex point. Okay, now I will show you what I mean. Let's say I will display the subdivision surface normal shader mode. Okay, now you can see you can't really see this the normal, okay, peaking really, because when I'm choosing this, it's like aligned with this arrow, so you can't really see it. So I'm just switching to rotate so you can barely see it here. I will maybe also try to change the normal size, and so you will see it better, okay, that way. And I want it to face that direction, okay, so hold down the J with the rotate tool and face it like so, okay. Now you also can see it because it's aligned with the curve itself, but if I will rotate it that way, you see it's facing there. I just need it to be faced through this vertex point, okay, this one here. Okay, so we snapped this face over the start point and face the normal over the end point, okay. Now if I will choose the curve, okay, shift select this polygon face and go over surfaces, okay, sorry, go over edit mesh, extrude, and extrude it. This is what will happen, okay. Now we're extruding it only with one one span, okay, so therefore it can be stretched along the path. So we need to know how many vertices points we have on this curve in order to make this look how we want it to be. So undo that, and now first let's grab the this thing here, hold down the just pick it, okay, the this curve, and you can see from the attribute editor that it has 4 spans, okay, means we need to extrude this face 4 times, okay. So therefore you grab this curve, shift selecting this face, mesh, edit mesh, sorry, on the extrude click on this little box here and type in 4 divisions, which means 4 spans, and apply the extrude, okay. So therefore you will get something like this. Now it doesn't really look good, but we can fix this, and I'll show you how. Control Z, okay, to undo this thing, and you can grab this curve and hold down the space bar with your middle mouse with your left mouse button, click edit curve, rebuild curve, and click this little box here, okay. Just put your mouse cursor over here and release it, and release the space bar. Now we want to make sure we choose 0 to spans and tangents, okay, and we want to add number of spans about 10, okay, and choose rebuild. So now it rebuild this curve with 10 spans. Okay, so I'm grabbing this, and you can see that curves have now spans 10. Okay, now I will use it to extrude this with more pans. Okay, more spans. So grab the curve, shift select this, edit mesh, extrude, click this little box here, and type in 10 and apply. Okay, so now you see we have a little bit more spans here, but we do missing some other. So you can choose maybe to add more spans, just like that, and that should fit. And basically this is pretty much it. This is what we are trying to get, this spans here. But this very important to understand how it works. Now when I add 10, I had some issue here, which I'm not really understand why it's happened. But if I will try to select this and move it just up here, oh, okay, sorry. So the reason why we had this little issue here is because after I rebuild this curve, I had to snap this face back to the start point. Okay, so this is why I need to check where is the start point for the curve after I rebuild it. Okay, control vertices and look for the start point. Here it is. Okay, so now we need to move this thing and snap it here. Okay, hold down the V. First choose this, right click on the curve, control vertices, and then hold down the V and snap this to the U. Okay, now F8 to bring them both to object mode, choose the curve, choose this face, edit mesh, and extrude with, as we said, 10. Okay, extrude. So now you see there is no overlapping issues here. Okay, but the thing is that this point is not helping us much. Okay, so then you can just add more divisions, but still yet you won't have any issues here. And this is what this normal things was all about. Okay, to prevent you from creating any unwanted overlapping issues. Okay, so basically we need more than 10, okay, for the vertices on the curve to have something reasonable to work with. But 25, it's like fair enough. Okay, so tap on F8 to bring this to object mode, and I want you to grab this, only the polygon itself, and duplicate it once and bring it up like so. Okay, and then we want to get rid of the rest, which is those, and delete them, the curve and the first polygon. Now what we need this for, okay, so I will show you. Now first of all, let's get rid of the display polygons, normal size, reset it. Okay, tap F8 once or twice. A few weeks ago someone told me how to get rid of this, but if it doesn't work, just go over the display and reduce the the size of it. Okay, the polygon, normal size, and just change the size. Now let's bring the wall again, and we can take this shape and move it over here. Okay, now we need to see how it works. So first we will bring it here and change to top view, and put your mouse cursor over this top view, and Also, you can click here to see wireframes if it helps you, and maybe change the wall color layer to something like green, so you'll see it better. Save. Okay. Now I will put this kind of pipe over here. I want it to be set as here, like this. Okay, maybe somewhere here, like so. Okay, that's fine, I think. Okay, now let's duplicate it once and move it to some similar corner we have here, which is here. And if we have another one, no, we don't. Now let's switch back to top view, okay, to perspective view, and I want to duplicate this, Control D to duplicate, and the duplicated item object, I want to rotate it like so in 90 degrees, 190 degrees, 180 degrees. Okay, I'm not sure already. Okay, so yeah, 180 degrees. So you want to take this thing and bring it over here, and then switch to top view again and place it similar to the other ones. Okay, just so you can see these, like so, somewhere here. Click on top to zoom in so you will see better. Yeah, that's fine. You can pick this one, click on top, it will zoom in and you will see things better. And then this one and top view and see things better. And then this one, top view, and see things much better that way. Okay, so the other thing. Okay, so let's go over the perspective view, and now I want you to choose, right click on this pipe here, choose vertices, and wait, before that I want you to create a copy, so bring it on top and choose vertex, and I want you to stretch this vertex, this first vertices here, to the other pipe. Now if you didn't move everything, anything, and you kept it on this axis, it should just be fine and they will meet together here. Okay, and then I want you to do the same over this one, so click this one, choose it, choose vertices, choose those vertices, and stretch them over here. Okay, you don't need to attach them right now. Okay, we will do this in a different way, but what I do want you to do here is tap on F8 to bring it back to object mode, and I want you to grab this pipe here and create a duplicated object from it. So we have some copy, another copy, and this one I want you to rotate it using the J, okay, 180 degrees that way and 190 degrees that way. Okay, now the thing is here that we want to bring this to be placed here that way. So that means that we can get rid of the rest, okay, of what is not needed here. Okay, so that means just bring it up like so. Right click, choose faces, and grab only those faces and delete them. Okay, tap F8 to bring it back to object mode and choose modify center pivot for this thing and place it here, that way. Okay, so now they will be able to attach them. Okay, now grab this one and choose right click vertices and grab those two rows of vertices and bring them like that, so they will, don't attach them, just somewhere like that. Okay, we will do the patching later on. Okay, now we have a copy, so we can create another copy from it. And first of all, let's copy this one and bring it, if necessary, over here, that way, and we can duplicate this and rotate it 180 degrees also that way. Okay, and bring this over here, Control D to duplicate this one and bring it over here, that way. Okay, so now we need to do the patching thing. So the patching thing is going to be easy. All you need to do is first grab, if you see that everything is pretty much where it's supposed to be, so let's just pick this and stretch it over here. Let's take these and make sure we have some room here to bring those like so, and this it's okay. Here we have some issues, so let's grab this one, choose faces, vertices, sorry, and move them just about so. And also here we don't want them to be attached already, and here it's fine. And here we have these, we need to bring backwards like so, and that's okay. Okay, so you grab those two, go over mesh, combine. Okay, you need to zoom very inside. Now we still see the normals, but it's okay. Right click, choose face, delete this face. Okay, the inner face. Here we don't have face because we deleted this object, so we only need to grab the edit mesh, merge vertex tool, and start patching this area, this pipe. Okay, so you click on this first, which you want to stretch over here, and you need to do this the same way. Always start stretch from here over here. Okay, and let's do this to the rest of them. You need to be very close to the object to see it and do it properly, so you won't by accident choose any other vertices and patch them together. So make sure you do this correctly. This one to this one, this one to this one, this one to here. And I do have a problem, as you can see. No, it's okay. So maybe Control F, Shift no, Control S. Okay, so we have here this part to be patched, and yeah, we do have some issue here which I didn't notice earlier, so I will undo few things and try to patch this correctly. Yeah, I have unwanted selected vertices, so I have to try not to select it, and then okay, merge vertex tool. Our cat is yelling, she wants to go out. Okay, this and these. Okay, that's cool. Now now we need to go over here and do the same. Okay, now there is another method on how to do this, so I will show you. It's not reliable always like as this method, but you do want to consider this if you want to save some time. Edit mesh, first combine them, okay, those two. Now this is one part, so I want to get rid of this face here and from this face here and delete them. Now right click, choose vertices, and you want to grab all those vertices, and you want to almost connect them like so, and then grab all of them together, edit mesh, go over merge, click on this little box here, and first edit reset setting, and then type in 001. Now if they are very close, so 001 will be perfect, just click on merge and it should merge them all, okay? But you can zoom in and see that nothing happened here, so maybe it's not enough 001. So let's type in something like 0010 and merge. Okay, so you see some of them have been merged, but in order to check this, I'm selecting one and see if it's all. Also, the best way to know if it's patched or not is to smooth preview, and if there are any open areas, that means that it's not good. But as you can see, it's okay, there are any open areas, so tap 1 to get out of this smooth preview mode, and then we can continue over here. And basically same thing, you first grab this portion of the pipe, then grab this, mesh, combine, then zoom in, right click, choose this face, delete it, and here it's already open, so all you have to do is choose vertices, grab only those vertices and somehow bring them close here, okay, and then grab all those vertices and edit mesh, and because we already set it to 00 whatever 10, just try to merge them. Now these are a little bit because of this angle, it's not that really sitting together nicely, so we'll try to put maybe 20 instead of 10. Okay, 20, and merge, and merge, and nothing happened. So Control Z once or twice to bring it back, and let's try some other way. Let's try just to patch them with the merge vertex tool. Sorry, let's first select the selection tool and then patch this area manually. Okay, now earlier I was doing something here which very helped me. I tried to use Control S, and what basically Control S or Alt S is doing is like it's like focusing you on the area you're looking at. Okay, no, Control S it's for saving, Shift S or Shift F, okay? You see the Shift F is taking me over here, but let's say I'm like choosing these vertices and Control Shift F, it's zooming me into this area. Yeah, Shift F to zoom me in this area, and then whenever I rotate in the work area, it's remain on the selected things. Okay, so you don't need really to zoom in, out, and mess around with your port view. So grabbing this, Shift select this, mesh, combine, right click, choose those vertices, and with the scale tool stretch them to be attached, edit mesh, and merge, because here it's okay to do this merge. Let's just press 3 to see the smooth preview. It's fine. By the way, here is the connection place, so area, so you can see it's close, and we can continue over here. Let's grab this thing, right click, choose face, delete this face. Here we don't have face, so we only have to choose these and stretch them to be attached here. Now grab those two, mesh, combine, right click, choose vertices, choose those vertices and try to merge them first. If they didn't, okay, so you can see they did. Not like there, here they actually did merge. Okay, so that's fine. And we've left with this area here. So grab this, Shift, grab this, mesh, combine, then remove the faces, like so, delete them. Right click, choose vertices, grab those vertices, with the scale tool, stretch them to be attached, edit mesh, merge them. Tap 3 to check this area. Here is the connection. Everything is fine. And the last part to be attached is those two to be combined. Let's get rid of this face here. Here we don't have any face, so right click, vertices, stretch them like so, and try to merge them. If it works, nice. If it won't, don't stretch them. Go over edit mesh, merge vertex tool, no, first selection tool, okay? So they won't be selected or something, just select somewhere in the background, merge vertex tool, and let's start merge this. Okay, let's see, Shift F. Yeah, this Shift F is helping a lot, so use it. Okay, so we have some issue here where those two meets, and I will grab all the vertices. Okay, it's pretty much easy to do so, and we will use the same method later on, just to make those all vertices go a little bit upper from this part. Okay, so we grab from here along to this pipe, and then it actually looks good. Okay, so you can stretch this area, vertices here, that way, tap F8. If you want, add one more edge loop here. I need to get rid of somehow these normals are like bugging me, but I always forget some of the functions. I don't know why. Okay, basically the portion is look good. What you can do is duplicate this and modify center pivot, so the arrows will be somewhere reasonable, and grab this and create maybe one more copy of it, and let's see. So this one, modify center pivot, we want to be somewhere just above the stage, the other one in the middle point, and this one here, and then okay, then we can take the wall, right click on it, choose vertices, and maybe bring the wall over here so it will meet. Okay, and that's fine. F8 once or twice, and then let's create a polycylinder. Let's bring it here. Let's do something like that and stretch it, and open the attribute editor for it and switch to the polycylinder tab too, and create round cap, okay, and add more subdivision caps to it, just like so. Now maybe don't stretch it, leave it like this, and yeah. Now I want you to tap right click, choose edge, choose this edge, hold down the control, right click, add ring utilities to edge, ring and split, choose right click on it, faces, and delete all these faces here. Now grab this edge, double click on one of those edges, okay, so it will pick all the rounded circle, okay, like so. Extrude it, but use the move tool to extrude it, okay, just like so. Okay, great. Now you have a pipe, and we want to tap on F8 once or twice to bring it back to object mode. Hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop tool, and insert one edge loop tool over here, and one more in bit. Okay, I need to switch back to object mode, and then add one more edge loop down here. Just attach it to the end of this pipe. Now right click, choose face, choose this face, shift double click this face, and extrude it. Okay, sorry, shift F to zoom in this area. Great. Okay, so the extrusion, we need to reset it, so undo this and reset the extrude tool. Okay, close, choose these faces and extrude them only once. Okay, extrude them to about so. F8, hold down the shift, right click, insert edge loop. Now we will add one edge loop very much here, one more here, one more at this. We are just creating extra edge loops for each corner edge, and F8 once or twice, and let's press 3 to see what this object looks like. So you can see the extra edge loops are giving us nice edges for this, and right now you can take this and basically use the 4 view, which will help us see things better. That way and that way, and here we go. So top view, just to see it's really there. So it should be a little bit bigger than thicker than the other pipes, but this is what it's meant for. We're creating some kind of holders, I don't know what, like main, whatever, I don't know how to call them. Most of the things in English are pretty much hard for me to explain the words. I don't know what the words are, but this is what they are for. Now, if you have problems like in height of them, you can right click, choose vertices, and then choose the upper vertices, and stretch them as you like, so everything will fit to this portion. Okay, you can bring those down maybe a little bit, and basically when it's placed, only create a duplicated of this and put it somewhere reasonable, like here, this area. And if you put one here, duplicate this and put another one over here. Okay, and if that's okay, then duplicate this and bring another one over here. My cat is yelling too much. Another one over here, and duplicate this and bring it over here. Okay, duplicate this one again over here. Now, thing is, we need to create another one, so I will duplicate this one and move it over this place and place it like so over here. Yeah, somewhere here it's fine. Now, after replacing it, just make sure it's really there, so you can start copy without thinking too much if it's okay or not, if it's aligned or not. Just create a copy, put it here, put it one in the middle, somewhere in the middle. You don't need to be very precise unless I don't know what you create. Some things can have not equal, but still it's fine. Nothing is very much equal in life, so one in the middle, another one over here, another two in between them, so Control D, and create one more, which you do need to be careful with. This one should be somewhere here, and after you've done so, after you placed it like so, Control D to duplicate this like so, grab both of those, Control D, and move them over here. My cat is disturbing me. My mother is not at home and she's really missing her. Every evening it's the same thing. Okay, Control D, and move this over here. Okay, so that's pretty much it. I think that looks good, but otherwise, if you think of making some maybe more extra, okay, like creating a little bit higher, just make sure those stands are also at the same height, and always make copies of these instruments you created for the beginning of this, rail, because these are very much important. You can always copy one of those, but it's always good to have those extra. Now, two things about before I close this part. Grab only everything here, like all those, and unselect this wall, so we have only this rail. Okay, so open the channel box, click on this icon here, click on it twice, type in rail and give it some nice color, red, save. Okay, so now we have the rails in separated layers, the wall and the floor, and those two add a junk layer. Okay, create a layer, call it junk. Okay, and give it some nice color. These junk are important, and hide them. So that way we have all those, but the junk layer is for any future use if you will need it. Keep that there, and that's pretty much it for this part, which was very long, I know, and with full of little issues, but this is all the fun, I guess. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and hopefully see you at the next part. So stay tuned. See you. Oh, don't forget to save this, okay, before. Bye.